Today we will talk about the real story of Sylvester Stallone. This is not just a Hollywood story. This is a story about rejection, about pain, and about never giving up. Sylvester Stallone was born in 1946 in New York City. His start in life was not easy. When he was born, doctors made a mistake during his birth. Because of this mistake, part of his face was paralyzed. His lip was different. His speech was not clear. People sometimes laughed at him. Many children were unkind to him at school. They said he looked strange. They said he talked funny. But young Sylvester had something strong inside him. He loved movies. He loved strong heroes. He wanted to become an actor. But there was a big problem. He did not look like a typical Hollywood actor. He did not speak perfectly. He had no money, and he had no connections. When he was young, he worked many small jobs. He cleaned cages at a zoo. He worked as a movie theater usher. He did small acting jobs for very little money. Sometimes he had almost nothing. At one time in his life, he was very poor. He had only a few dollars. He could not pay rent. He was hungry. He even had to sell his dog. His dog was his best friend, but he needed money for food. Imagine how painful that was. He felt like a failure. But one night, everything changed. In 1975, Sylvester Stallone watched a boxing match on TV. The boxer was not expected to win, but he fought bravely. Sylvester felt inspired. That night, he went home and started writing. He wrote for many hours. He wrote about a small-time boxer, a man nobody believed in, a man who gets one big chance. The name of the character was Rocky. He finished the script in only 3 days. He believed in this story. He believed in Rocky, and he believed in himself. But Hollywood did not believe in him. He showed the script to many producers. They liked the story. They said, "This is a great script." But then they said something else. "We want to buy it, but you cannot be the main actor." They wanted a famous actor. They offered him a lot of money. First, they offered $125,000. For him, this was a huge amount of money. He was poor. He needed money. But he said no. He said, "I want to play Rocky." The producers laughed. They said, "No one wants to see you." They offered more money, $250,000, then $350,000. For a poor man, this was life-changing money. But he said no again. Why? Because this was his dream. Rocky was not just a character. Rocky was him. Rejected, underdog, different, still fighting. Finally, one producer made a deal. They agreed to let him act in the movie. But the budget was very small. He would receive much less money. He accepted. He did not care about the money. He cared about the opportunity. The movie was called Rocky. It was released in 1976. Nobody expected big success. The budget was small. The main actor was unknown. But something incredible happened. People loved the movie. They felt the emotion. They believed in Rocky. They believed in the dream. The movie became a huge success. It earned more than $200 million. It won 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Sylvester Stallone was no longer rejected. He was a star. But more importantly, he was an example of belief, an example of courage, an example of never giving up. Remember this. If he sold the script without acting in it, his life would be very different. Maybe we would never know his name. Maybe Rocky would be played by someone else. Maybe his dream would disappear. But he chose risk. He chose belief. He chose himself. This story teaches us something powerful. People may reject you. People may laugh at you. People may say you are not good enough. But you must decide what you believe. Do you believe them, or do you believe yourself? Sylvester Stallone believed in himself when nobody else did, and that changed everything. Maybe today you feel rejected. Maybe someone said no to you. Maybe you failed an exam. Maybe you did not get a job. Maybe people doubt you. Remember Rocky. Remember the man who was poor, who sold his dog, who was laughed at, who was rejected, and who said no to $350,000 because he believed in his dream. Success is not about perfect looks, not about perfect speech, not about perfect conditions. Success is about persistence. It is about standing up again. It is about fighting one more round, just like Rocky. Your rejected script may be your future success. Do not throw it away. Keep going. Keep fighting. One day, people may watch your story, and they may say, "I'm glad he did not give up." If this story inspired you, like this video and subscribe to watch more powerful stories and improve your English at the same time.